You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Come on, man. We cheated. Good evening, y'all. Just thought I'd do a little shop tour today. What up, Trump? Some Chevrolet stuff here. There's a bunch of that around here. Dale Earnhardt stuff. If I don't fall. Dale Earnhardt stuff. I got a Dale Earnhardt lighter right there. Mr. Black, appreciate that. Dave Made hat, appreciate that. Dale Earnhardt up there. Just got that for my birthday. It used to be the tag off of Miss Black's car. Worldwide $390. I like old $390. My Tesla. Man. Hell of a man. Hell of a man. My power box. This turns everything on when I leave from here, and the reason this is marked off is so if I'm not here and the kids are here, Amy's here, next door neighbor's here, my niece is here, that they can turn them off. Because I don't know why they can't find off, but I've had them come down here. Which way is off? I have to call them in. So I got it right on there. But I'm going to put a vac system on here. When I turn this on, they came out with a vacuum cleaner that's got a remote control to it. It's on Amazon for like $140. And I'm going to try to get me that when I can afford it. And I'm going to put the switch here. I'm going to put the vac on the outside the house in a little with the air compressor. The air compressor is directly behind this wall on the other side of this door, directly on the other side of this wall. It's going up around the house on the other side of the air conditioner, where hopefully I won't be able to hear it, but I don't really hear it now, but I can hear it in the videos. But this is the power panel I just replaced. It not only took out the power here, a couple breakers in the other power box, it took out my bird meters, and I don't know what else. I've fixed quite a few things here lately. My Bosch stuff, I made that little thing probably 2 weeks ago. This little thing here to hold just all kinds of little bits, stuff. My drill press used to be right here, not there anymore. Some paddle bits I put on the door so I keep up with them. I'm trying to get a place for everything. Rainmaker's got a really nice toolbox set up and stuff. I'll show you my toolbox in a minute. This one here, I got it's a mess on the top, but one of the drawers is decently nice. Little cart here with my drill press on it, and I'm gonna fix this drill press. Was trying to find a deep jaw one so you'd have more room in between here, but I'm going to fix that. I'm going to cut this one here and then cut it down here and add a half-inch, well, hell, yeah, probably about a half-inch flat bar there, and then another half-inch bar, and weld a piece in, cut out in between it in there, so I can shove a board through, but I have to pull this all the way up, and then put a board on here, and I can swirl a bigger board. Don't mind my coughing, I've got sinus. This little cart, it's got some storage underneath it. That's my punch stuff, the crimper, and another punch set that Mr. Charles Hood got me for Christmas, I think. Appreciate it, Charles. That Charles Hood ain't nothing like him. Good old fellow. Mr. Tom's a good guy, too. It's a lot of good guys out there. This sander here, I'd like to upgrade something from that. I like to have something like BBI's got, but that's a lot of money. Shear. If you're looking for a nice shear, you can find one on eBay every now and again. Shit. Where's it at? There it is. If you can see it for the glare of them LED lights. But it's that. That thing works really good. Really, really, really good. I like it. Buddy of mine, he knows who he is. He got me to get one of those. I fell in love with his, so I had to get one. And majority of the stuff's because he's got a nice ass shop. Really nice. And I ain't through painting. So Danny, whatever your name is, I'll paint this light on. But I done painted all this over here. But screwdriver set I just had to have. It wasn't but 20 bucks. My heater, I mounted it up on the ceiling. It can swivel. Instead of it laying in the floor. A 600 amp power supply is getting ready to be. Hannah stuff. Some that board, whatever you call that shit. It ain't pegboard, it's something else. Amplifier that needs to go to back to Jimmy Jam. This is coming up 2x8. Got to fix the rest of it. And this is my tables. Get this out of the way. It's plugged up here. I'm going to put a power strip on this thing. So I can plug it up in different places. Put a power strip on this. So just run one cord up, but I can have everything plugged in on it. I got a vise that's going to go right here on this side. But this is the tables, got shelving up underneath. And I'll put these shelves on top. And these are individually powered by each switch. Them. I think he's worked out pretty good. I gave $100 for each one of these. I like them. They're electronic tables. And you can adjust the feet up and down. You can raise and lower it. But I got it at the lowest setting because I'm short. But it actually is supposed to be to your waist anyways. So, actually it's supposed to be to the end of your fingertip the way they say it. But mine, it ain't quite like that short. But that's my bird products from the Hodges twins. Conservative twins. This is some amplifiers got to go out. This is Eric the Logger. That's my Trump flag. Another power supply I'm going to put down here. This stuff ain't all cleaned up yet because I got a motor put together. Hannah's motor's got to be put together. I'm going to start again on that tomorrow. I just dingle ball horned this out. Sprayed it down with WD-40. And this is going together. This is a amp that's going to be for sale. It's going to be for sale. It's going to be, I'm going to bias it. I got a cord to put on it. I can put the sides on it and bias it. It's got a nice 100 amp rectifier that I handle well over that. A nice transformer, nice cap. It's going to have a nice switch in it. Nice heavy duty switch, which don't need to be very heavy duty, but it's heavy duty. 8-pill got to fix. So I'm dwindling them down. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This little bit I got left on this. So it'll be 5. This little thing here, but that can wait. But I got that one and that other one over yonder and LD Moss box. But this one's got to be fixed. This is a toolbox I used to have here. It was hanging up underneath the table. I built all that table and everything. That's just 2x6s and stuff mounted to the wall. This is in the basement. And this one has lights under it too. Just got to turn them on. Turn the switch on, the light comes on. All of it's lit. I bought some of these little cheap power strips, and they're controlled by these switches on here. So if you happen to leave that on, that don't just sit there and run. That's the reason I done this. And so if I happen to leave something on, somebody come by here, and it's all controlled by this breaker. This controls everything that I got on that there, besides that heater. That's the only thing it's not. It's that. This is all going to be moved over that way. This toolbox ain't really got nothing in it yet. This fuse panel that I had to put some new fuse breakers in because of electricity. 1, 2, and these things are not cheap. And my ring stuff. A little refrigerator I bought for like $10 at a yard sale. I think I give $65 for this. It's got an 82-inch blade on it with a deep jaw. It's not too good for cutting heat sinks, but it's decently well. It kind of gums up the blades a little bit. You got to watch what blades you get. I get mine through what is it? Shoot. McMaster's. I get my blades through that. If y'all know about a place to get blades, let me know. I'll try it. My little heater, so if my heat goes out here, I got this from a friend of mine. I think I give $75, $100 for it. And it's thermostat controlled with a blower. I got this from a buddy of mine. It was brand new. He said it wouldn't work. And I said, what do you want for it? He said, give me $50. And it was brand new. I don't know how he sold it for $50, but the pump had the seal in it upside down. And that's all I do is take the pump, took the pump off of it, pulled the top off that, turned the seal upside down. It's got 3 pistons in there with a rotor goes around and it's, instead of sitting flat, it's cockeyed, and as it turns, it pumps each 3 cylinders. And that's all I do is turn around, and the thing worked perfect then. But that pool table that has became Amy's Christmas present wrapping / cutting table in my weighing station, I guess, whatever you want to call it. That. This is Amy's section over here. I like this thing. This was used, it's a label maker. This was used but refurbished by a company on eBay. And I got that and 1,000 labels for like $70, $80, and with customer support. Well, I get it home, they give me a little sheet of stuff to do on the computer to set it up. Well, I couldn't get it set up. I called the number, the little girl answered the phone, and it spoke English. And she said, give me access to your computer. I done what she said. Bing, bang, bing. Had that thing up and going, and I ain't skipped a lick since then. Thing's been perfect. That's been nice. Hallelujah. Proud of her. That's what it was, printing labels on it. Got to be a bitch. Went and bought a brand damn new one, and I printed 3 labels, and the damn thing was out of ink. And I bought more ink and more ink and more ink and more ink. Just black. And this son of a bitch don't want to work without all the colors in it. pile of shit. I never, I mean, I'll print some stuff on that, but it's nothing to that. That's the ticket there. And I use ShipStation. Well, I'm going to get rid of ShipStation, and I'm going to Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is pretty much identical to ShipStation, but it costs less money. Well, it costs nothing. It's free. ShipStation's $9 a month. But if you use it, it's worth it because it saves you a lot of money. Like, if you go mail something through Postal Service, usually $18. I think it was like $14, something like that. I don't know how they do that, but it's an $18 box. I thought it was supposed to cost $18, but I don't know what they do. That's Amy's filing cabinet stuff. Water heater. A little generator I bought. Thought I bought it. It was brand new. It's been sitting out in the weather for a little bit. I thought it was $220, but it's only $110. Soul searching app. It's ready to go. I need to text you. Some little shelving I built for Amy's stuff there. Well, actually a lot of stuff. I'm gonna redo these and make where this will hold more paint cans and or whatever. I'm gonna redo that. Amy's daddy built this thing here. And I got it hooked up because it was just sitting down here. Might as well put it up. So I put it up in this corner. It was a big piano sitting here. And I got rid of that. It was really old, but not worth anything, they said. But ring what's in that drawer. Yeah, that's all fans. That's the one fan that I have. 2x6 board that came out of an 8-pill. I mean, I made an 8-pill. Took this out, made an 8-pill in it. And I kept that. 4-pill that didn't finish. It was in a different project. Another one of those transistor checkers like I got over here on the other bench. Some bird meters. A bulldog. I like to have another one that's got the square meter in it. A W4 Drake. Like it. That thing's clean. Clean as it can be. Preamp. One of the best preamps you can buy. Better than even one I can build. At least I think so. It hears very well. So if you can lay your hands on one of them, it's a good preamp. These mics here, I got a good deal on them off of eBay. I think I gave $4 a piece for them. Brand new. I don't know if I like that. I had to switch it around. The power switch used to be on the back. I put it on the front. I cut that hole for that. The power cord was in the front. I think it was in the front or something on the side or something like that. I don't know. But I put it in the back. And this table here, I put some of these right here with USB in them. So plug in a phone or something like that. These little power supplies are nice to have. Especially if you get a bunch of old radios in that you don't know what they are. If they're cut backwards, anything like that. You can see amperage go up, so you know it's got a dead short. So that power supply is there. This is a nice little watt meter here. Shows you SWR up to about 500 watts. Still one beside of it is for the switch mode power supply that's right up underneath the table here. And a dummy load right under there. So 300 watt dry dummy load. And it's just for testing radios if I want to. The 1-pill checkers. First version. Second version. A new and improved third version. This was pretty cool. You take that, I found this at Harbor Freight. I've been looking for one. I don't know exactly what you call it. Lock and clamp, I guess. But you put your transistor there, and it's got the little pocket cut for the top, and it's 3 pieces of phenolic glued together. Well, actually it's double stick taped together. And you put that down on your transistor. You clamp that down. It makes good connection to all the little pads. And I got an off and on switch with a LED. So you cut the power on, key it down, see what you got. And then if anything's wrong, you can cut the power off to it. So it's kind of hard to, if you have an oscillation or something other, to unhook it from here. So I just put that switch on it just to make it a little faster. One of these little sorting stations, they're actually pretty good. I got to say, I don't mind it. The tips do not last long. My other one, I've never put a tip on my other one. This one, my Metcal, never put a tip on it. This one, it'll eat the tip up. It's done about to eat that up. And I ain't used this thing very long. But that's the only thing wrong with these. I think they'll take a Heiko tips, and that'll correct that. They're a little bit better. But there's some other little shelving. Heat sinks and everything's up there. Just try to keep stuff out of the way. This here's Mr. Tom. Appreciate it. Tom hooked me up with this stuff here. Just some run over stuff here. Whole bag of caps a buddy of mine gave me the other day. These caps here, he gave me these. Top Gun, the guy that makes these, I think, gave these to me. Or something, I don't know. I know they got sent to the house and was all new. I ain't never even put one in. Got an amplifier down there. This little meter here is cool. If y'all can ever find these, get one. It just reads RMS, but it is nice. It's a CMX one, and a friend of mine passed away years ago. And he gave me, well, his wife told me, said, come over and get this stuff he wanted you to have. And she had it set out for me. I had built him, God knows that, the amps and stuff for him. And she said when he passed away, come pick it up. He wanted me to have it. All the stuff. This is a remote. It's a remote. This goes up in front of your car. This can go in the back. And the only thing connects it is this cable here. And this one hooks up to your antenna. This hooks up to the back of your amp. It reads your voltage. Right there. It's got a light inside of it too. It reads your volt. Just push that and it'll show you how many volts you're putting out. The meter's stuck up. I don't know. Maybe you hook it up and go down. I don't know. 2,000 watt. It's been set forever. 2,000 watt. I don't know why it ain't 300 watt. 30 watt. Might break that out one day. Maybe here soon. See if it even still works. But I got 2 of them. But they're both pretty old. I don't know when they was built. But it was $170 at that time. So I'm pretty sure it was some time back. I don't know exactly. I got 2 of them. This is for my vac system that I'm going to put up. And this is my table. This parts. My computer is under here. It comes to here. That's the screen for it. My speaker system, because I'm deaf as hell. Rainmaker hooked me up with that amplifier bass. And man, that joker puts out some bass, buddy. It'll rattle this stuff off the concrete wall. I had to turn it way down. Believe it or not, that little speaker was a rock. And Rainmaker built that too. I hadn't quite found a use for that yet. But as the two speakers fit, it had two other little speakers, but this is hiding some wires that's back up through there. And I got something going to hide this here too. License plate off Mr. Black's El Camino. Just some little things here I made to hold different things in here. Wire clippings and stuff like that. Just little things I might need. Look at that. I don't know where in the hell that one come from. Somebody sent it to me. But yeah, that. Damn it. Stay there. Mr. Worldwide 390. There's your QSL card. Yeah. And amplifiers for sale. This one's for sale. Works really good. I done a video on it. This one here is going to be one I put together. And a buddy of mine, that same one, brought these parts over here. Got all these. I picked them out of there. I got a bunch of these to put behind a transistor over radio or something like that. A bunch of them. Wasn't as many as I hoped, but it's still right many. And you left your tubes over here the other day. Some caps and stuff like that I picked out. Some fuses and different little things. The stuff the boy brought by here the other day. Of course, my iced coffee, my batteries for my cam. This is what this camera sees when I'm over here doing a video. I can see it right there. And it runs up and runs over to here. And this is my mount for that. And it's just a piece of PVC pipe with copper pipe drove up inside of it. It kind of fit pretty damn snug. And so that way it won't cave in. It's got some rigidity to it. I can make it longer and shorter as I need it. And just, you know, whatever works. This here is my table. Everybody asks me about how's this made. They don't ask me on the video, I guess. When they talk to me on the phone, they ask me. Well, I got a power supply built in here. It's just a little 30 amp switcher. Not actually built in here. It's laying in here with a cap on it. And then it comes over. Damn it, I lost the camera. It comes over to this power supply and I run a radio off there if I want to. Bird watt meters for my antenna. This one goes back towards the radio. But the way this works, there's an antenna. I mean, the amp that was just burned up, it went into oscillation. I'm like 99% sure of. This radio, 2950, a 29. This runs over to the switch box on this side, and I can switch between this radio and this radio. Probably need separate ones out, but that would just be another cable in the way. But that's the reason I got it like this, is to eliminate a cable if I can, and hooking and unhooking, and it just, you kind of wear out something when you hook and unhook. But these two radios go through that switch box. That switch box goes through this amp, and that's where I pick up my 300 watts or so if I need it, or I can dial it back. I can put my knob on here, but I can dial it up and down to what I want to. Come out of here, it goes to this line section, which 5 watt second reverse as always. My solder comes out of there, comes over here, and I hook an amp up. My input, my output there. The output comes up, goes through this dual line section here, goes to these 2 meters. This one is the output, the reflect from the antenna. I use a antenna for a dummy load. It's Mr. Corley. I had a Shockwave, either one. This is the peak output or the RMS. I got that there. The peak kit's up in here. The battery for that's there. And I have a switch box here. I can switch between antenna or dummy load, which is up underneath the table. The power supply is under the table. Everything tries to stay underneath the table. My little camera for my I can see people up on the porch, out in the driveway. It'll turn, it's a nanny cam, actually. It's a VTEC. A little bear that Emma gave me. Got her name on it. Emma Lou. And got power strips down through here. My Metcal. It's never had to replace a tip. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. I think them things are made in Germany. Never, ever, ever. Man, if it wasn't for these elements costing so much, I mean, you're talking like 40 bucks. Man, only gripe I got with this is the cost of the elements, and this thing is voltage sensitive. So if you happen to touch a little cap in a radio that's got a little bit of power on it, this thing goes into voltage overload or goes into loop mode or something, and it'll make you reset it. Well, you got to reset it. Well, I took and I said, I'm getting tired of that because it does it all the time. So I unhooked the ground from that, and it quit doing it. It was seeing the ground, but I unhooked that, it quit doing it. So maybe you shouldn't do that, but I done it. I got tired of it. And you get tired of stuff, you just do stuff you wouldn't normally do. Keyboard to my computer is there. Of course, a mouse. Stuff hung up on the ceiling. I know it looks kind of rough, but you know where it's at, you know. This toolbox, it ain't as nice as Rainmaker's. That was my shop air. This ain't as nice as Rainmaker's. I got this cheap. It had a dent in it, no keys. It's just doing here now, but I'm hoping it's going to like this one of these days. All this has got a place besides this. If you take it out, you can see it's gone. I want to do all the drawers like that. If you take it out, you see it's gone. You know it's missing. Some camera stuff. These little things here are pretty neat. For your AC stuff. Pretty neat. They lock in. I'm using them over here on the tables. It just saves time hooking up all those damn wires to that thing. The thing's got a crap ton of wires to each one of those. But got me some distributing blocks. I don't know if I'm going to like them or not. I don't know. I'll drill holes in here where I can get to them if I do. But yeah. I bought some of these, but they wasn't big enough. I was thinking they had that like a zero gauge in the front, or at least I don't know, something. But these are bigger. Them's actually got a slug in there, so you put a little wire in it. You take the slug in and out and still use the screw, but I don't know. If you take that slug out, it ain't gonna really grip. I like to get some made up. Camera at zoom, it's really good. The footage I've seen on YouTube of people using this on webcam, it's got a kick-ass microphone, let's say. And I've done one video with it. It's got some colors that really pop. Reds pop really good. Greens, yellows. Well, I got this today. Finally came in after about 16 years. It seems like. Oh, freaking Pete Poodle check. But, yeah, they cheated. But it's a shop tool. Just a little old shop tool. But I gotta get back to this. Handle loose motor. Gotta get back to that. And get that all up and going. I put new bolts and all that. The crank is set in place. It's all lubed up for the burn. The cases, I made it together, and I need to maybe get off some of that Primitex, that's block sealer that goes in there. But the cylinders are horned, ready for the pistons to go down. I got the rings over here, made sure the gap was right. It's 22, so the minimum is 18. The oil ring, the minimum is 15, and they're measuring 18. So it's ready to go. And these pistons for that motor come with the coating on the sides of the piston. I thought that was pretty cool, even though they're stock pistons. And if anybody's got a brute force 750 and needs some pistons for it, this is stock pistons. You can have them. Just let me know. Brute force 750 stock bore. Stock bore for this one. Now I don't know on this one, but this is a set of I sent the cylinders off and had them done, and they sent me the piston along with it. I can't remember if these are 40 over 30 over what, but these are dome pistons, and it was, you had to run it on 93 octane gas or better with these domes in it. But these are billet. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I think the Wiseco, which you will need some circlips to go in there, because they're gone. But yeah, that's a brute force 750 pistons. If you want them, just let me know. You can have them. I think these are 40 over 30 over something other. Just let me know. You can have them. Don't need them. Taking up room. Alright then, that's my heater that you hear every now and again. I think I just showed that. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I done. And my bird products. And amplifier's got to be for sale. This is coming up. Maybe. But pool table that it would hard ever play on. Oh yeah. Some cords that he brought me. The boy that brought these parts. If y'all need some parts, I don't know what the hell's in here. It's all kinds of caps, all kinds of resistors and stuff. I was thinking about taking a couple handfuls and putting them in a box and sending them to BBI. Maybe he can use them on some of those little boxes that he builds. I don't know. He might not want them. He probably won't. I don't know. But it's all brand new stuff there. These are mine. I'm going to keep these. They're 5x5 heat sinks that the boy gave me. They're good for a foil pill. One of those new little foil pills. That'd be perfect for one of those that Fat Boy's building now. It'd be perfect for that, I think. I don't know how deep his cabinets are. I'm thinking that's enough. Another box of that. Another box of all different kinds of things. I don't even know what the hell these are. Hell, they might be something worth something. I don't know. If you know what they are, let me know. You can have some of them. If they're worth a lot, you could probably still have some. I don't know. I don't even know what they are. But it's bag at the 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 bag. And there's one of them. I was thinking maybe attenuator, maybe a diode of some sort. I don't know. I hadn't even hooked one of them up. I don't know what it is. Don't know. But alright. This is the pool table. Hannah's pool table. And she won't let you play pool on this and break unless you put the cue ball on top of this, on top of the, this is the carpet that's on it. You got to put this down, put the cue ball on top of this, hit the cue ball off that so you don't go through the pool table. I ain't never seen nobody do that, but she does it. She's a trip. Oh, got radios up here. Got little racks for them. Got amplifiers for sale. That's for sale. Stuff up here. Wire racks. More radio racks. 577 radio. More racks for radios. More things to hold wire. Texas Star parts over here. The amplifier got for sale there. Caps here. Cabinets and stuff here. Run over matting. That's gym floor mat. Power supply. 8-pill. Another 8-pill. Auto Shiba. Some extra lights. They're kind of blue looking though. But yeah. Trying to go with all LED down here. But yeah. Your amp's ready. That one is. The other one's going to be as soon as I can get to it. But this is my little work area. That's a 3-to-3 stroker motor sitting up underneath that table up in the corner.